Good afternoon, friends. It's Friday afternoon, and hope you're doing hope you're doing as well as you can be right now. It's been a really hard week for all of us. This Sunday morning, we're going to look at John chapter 15. It's the Jesus's passage on the vine and the branches and abiding in Him. And I think that that's the most important thing that we can do right now is to learn to abide in Him and to receive the pruning that He wants to do in our lives right now and in our church. And so I'd encourage you to take John chapter 15 and have a read through it in preparation for our time together on Sunday. On Sunday, we will have a live stream at 10 o'clock, and parallel to that, we're also going to have a stream going on Facebook Live. So if you want to interact in any ways, make comments, pray during that time so that people can interact, please feel free to do that. We're going to give that a try and see how things go. Last week, I think on Sunday, I'd encouraged small groups to gather together on Sundays and do sort of a watch party for these live streams. But we would encourage you to continue to follow the guidelines from our government and to stay in groups of less than 10 if you're going to choose to do that. Also wanted to chat with you just about the importance of continuing to give during this time. As I thought about talking about giving, it feels like a really strange time to be talking about that, but there's just a couple things that I want to say and to remind you all. That first of all, giving is about our own discipleship and our own obedience to Christ. And it's often very easy to give when we know what tomorrow brings and when we know, that all of our savings are going to be there. That's when it's easy to give. And just want to encourage you to ask the Lord what He's calling you to give in this season and to commit to that. In a couple minutes, Amanda will share with you how you can transfer your giving over to online giving. You can continue to mail in checks if you like, but if you'd like to move over to online giving, she'll share with you in a second how you can do that. Just practically, I want you to know that your elders and your staff are very aware that we're in a very different season right now. And we are aware that the budget that we approved as a congregation back in November is going to change significantly this year. And so the elders are aware of that. We're going to be looking at that. The staff is aware of that and are considering that in their spending. And just so you know, it's just been really incredible to hear some of our elders step in and say, hey, if any of our staff are struggling during this time, or if we need to cut back hours, we want to help. Have had a couple of staff say, hey, if I need to cut back hours, I can do that. And we are hoping and praying that we don't have to move in that direction. But just so you know, your elders and staff are very aware of the situation that we are in and want to be good stewards of the money that you all give. And we also want to be very aware that we need to use our money in ways that are not just taking care of ourselves, but also taking care of our neighbors and our city. And so be praying for us and wisdom for that as we consider how to best steward our money in this particular situation. So again, John 15, this coming Sunday, Jesus is the vine and we are the branches. Apart from Him, we can do nothing. So be meditating on that and reflecting on that as we prepare for Sunday. So Amanda, if you can come and share a little bit about how they can switch over to online giving.
Hey friends. Yes, many of you were present probably a couple months ago where I shared about the Church Center Giving, or the app that we're using, and a feature on it is that you can give straight from your phone, linking it up to your checking account or your debit card or your credit card. There is still the option to give online on our website too. So in the event you were not here with us the Sunday that we went over that, or have missed out on some of the emails that we've sent out regarding it, just wanted to remind you of how to do that if you're not already aware. So real quick, if you are interested in trying the app out, whatever your device is, you'll just go to your app store on your phone and search for the Church Center app, and it'll look like this icon right over here. And just go ahead and download it. It's totally free. Once you get it downloaded, you'll just search up here in the tab for Broadway Christian Church. And last time I checked, we're the only church listed there with that name. So you can go ahead and just click Broadway and then confirm down here that that is your church. And once that's all set up, this is what it'll look like on your device. And these tabs down here at the bottom will show you then how you can navigate to engage the option to give. So if you click on the Giving tab down at the bottom, you can go ahead and enter in the amount that you're interested in giving. And there are designated funds that you can choose to give to over here on the right. And then you can vary the frequency you can give varies. You can do weekly, every other week, monthly, 2 times a month. And like I said, you can link it up to your bank account to have it automatically withdraw from there. And then I mentioned you can still give online. So if you've already been familiar with that, it's still at the same location. But for those of you who've not been on the website to see where that's at, you'll just go to our website at BroadwayChristian.org, and there's a tab on the navigation that says Give. And if you click it, it'll take you to this page. And if you scroll down, it'll tell you about the ways that you can give by mail. You can set it up through your bank to have them automatically send a check to Broadway. And that, as far as I understand, does not cost you anything. Or if you just want to give directly on this page, you can click the Give button right down here, and it'll take you to what you just saw listed on the app. Those same features will be listed there on the website that you can give that way. So hope that helps as we're adjusting to a different way of doing things as a church community. And if you happen to have any questions as you're figuring this out with us, feel free to reach out to me and let me know. Anything else?
See you Sunday.
Love y'all.